Hey guys, how are you doing? Sorry I missed yesterday's video, but I've been sick and trying to deal with that. But don't worry, we will be getting 2 videos out this week as we always do. But as always, I hope that you had a good week, you have a good weekend, and that you have a good week coming up. So today I want to be talking about the crash of Pokemon and how, like, my thoughts and opinions on it. I will say, it was super nice to look. It actually was a little bit confusing because the Monday, I think it was Monday, like Monday or Tuesday, I look at my collector app, which that's what I use. I use the collector app, and I looked at it, and like I think I had like 3, 4, or 5 things that were negative. I was like, okay, good. I'm gonna get in a good space to actually being able to see product go down, our values go down in sealed and graded cards and single cards. And then the next day I was looking at things and everything seemed to be going back up. So I think, again, I don't think like the collector app is perfect. I think sometimes it does lag behind. But then today and yesterday I was looking at the collector app, and a decent amount of some of my graded cards and sealed collection was down. If you've seen some of my other videos, you've seen some of my other comments to people's comments, which I appreciate. Even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, however you feel about the video that you've come across, I appreciate you watching the video and commenting. I would obviously love for you to subscribe, but at the same time, I understand that my channel may not be for you or for certain people, but again, I'll comment, I'll respond to any comment people leave, whether you agree, disagree. To my point, I am one of those people who I don't agree with the way that the price of the market is right now. I think the price of market should be much lower than what it is. I personally only buy at MSRP. Mag Evolutions might be the Evolving Skies 2.0. I'm not paying $140, $150 for an ETB. Later on down the line, and it's something that I've been thinking about, so I want to go ahead and address it, is later on down the line, like for example, I've been wanting a Destined Rivals booster box, and what was happening, which was quite exciting, was Destined Rivals was going down along with Mega Evolutions. Mega was sitting at like 310, and Destined was sitting at, what was it, like 383, yeah, like 385. And so I went on Facebook and other places trying to see if any booster boxes for Destined Rivals were popping up. Anybody was trying to get rid of them after, the whole Pokemon Center drop. And of course, nobody was. But like in an ideal world, everything would be MSRP. I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I have considered, because I have 2 Mega Evolution booster boxes. Both are enhanced. I was thinking about, if able to, trading one and then like paying like $75, on top or something like that. To me, like, that's okay. But let me know in the comments below. Do you think that goes against, like, you stand with MSRP? Do you not really care? Again, like I said, I stand on the side of pretty much MSRP, or I'm not gonna buy it. I'll wait or hope, and if I miss out, I miss out on it. But I'm really interested on how most, or anybody who comes across this, what they think about it. Unless you're one of those people who's just like, who cares, buy it. If you have the money to buy it, just buy it. Obviously, it's like I said, it's from a standpoint of, you only want to buy products at a certain price point. You don't want to support what we got ourselves into, if that makes sense. Now, obviously, with Mega Evolutions has continued to drop down in price. I was looking today, and I think it's like $285 now, and Destined Rivals is, or it might even be $270. I think it was $270 is what I saw on TCG Player. The enhanced booster box was going for, and then of course Mega Evolutions is going. It is starting to go back up. It's like 380, 385. So we'll see about that. But getting all the way back to the topic of the video is this crash. And for me, and my opinion on it, and you're more than welcome to let me know what you think about it. You agree or disagree. Like, we're going to be talking about Pokemon, obviously Magic and stuff. Like, there are things that are crashing too, but we're going to be talking about Pokemon strictly. It seems like for the most part, most things are either going down or kind of flatlining. But again, there's not everything. So Destined Rivals, it dropped a little bit. It's still low. It's still lower than what it was. 500, like it reached to. It's, you know, sit at like 380, 385. But it's going back up. It's not continuing to drop down. There are, you know, other cards. I've been keeping an eye on the Umbreon EX from Prismatic. Again, I personally like that card. I pulled that card. I had to sell the card. I regret selling the card because I would like to have it in my collection right now. But I know that if I follow what I say and I do what I know is the right thing to do, which is collecting sealed and holding sealed, and then I'll be able to get whatever card I want at one point or another. So I know that eventually, you know, and it may be longer than what I want, I get that Umbreon EX. I have to pay $3,000, $4,000 for that card by the time, but I really won't be paying for that. I can trade a booster box I don't care for, 2 booster boxes or whatever. But I really like the card. But getting back to the point, that card is now, it was like $1,200, and now it's around like $1,100, so $1,100. Or actually thinking it even got to 13. So I mean, it's going down. There are cards that are going down. Cards are singles are extremely still expensive. They're very overvalued, in my personal opinion. Well, I will be staying away from single cards for the very near and distant future, until we hopefully hit like some sort of bear market or have a serious course correction. Field is going down. I think I had Surging Sparks was at over 300 again, and now it's back down to 260. At least it's from the collector. I didn't really look it up on TCG Player. Like I said, Mega Evolutions is continuing to go down. You know, like I said, I didn't look at everything, but from what I'm seeing, a lot of singles are going down, a lot of sealed is going down. But I'm sure there are other cards, there are other singles that are continuing to climb. I'm sure that there are graded cards that are continuing to climb, and that there is sealed going down. But for the most part, I do think that Walmart's, your Targets, your Sam's Clubs. I'm not sure about Costco. I believe Costco though, they've smartened up. I heard that Walmart was doing a drop, and they did a drop for like Phantasmal Flames or something like that. And when they did it, there was supposed to be like a limit of 5 per customer. I do think that finally these retailers are starting to do a better job. Walmart and Targets are going to have collection boxes, I believe. There should be like 4 of them for Walmart and 4 of them for Target. I think they're the same thing, but they're $20, and they've got, I think it's like 8 packs, six or 8 packs. But they're gonna have those for $20 a piece, which it makes the price per pack like stupid cheap, which would be great. I definitely am hoping to pick up some of those if I can. I don't know how many, but I'm hoping to be able to pick up some and do an opening for you guys. I will definitely open that if I can get stuff if I can get 6 packs or 8 packs for $20. Like I will rip that for sure. So it seems like somebody is forcing these bigger stores' hands, because obviously they could probably sell that for $40-$50 if they wanted to. You see like the Latias and collection boxes and stuff like that going for that price, the same amount of packs. So for me, it seems like maybe Pokemon saying, hey, this is what we're selling them for, this is what you're going to sell them for. And you know, it's like a Black Friday special, which we haven't really gotten much the last couple of years. I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a flat line, or a slow, small. I'm talking about small. Like, you're not going to get booster boxes for like $200, right? But a small decretion in price. So, you know, you may see the Bomu go, and it's already going down. You may see it go from 600 to 500. You may see, like I said, Mega Evolutions. It was going for what, 350, I think. I know that it was almost going to push 4. So maybe like 350 to 380. 380 is probably a stretch. We'll just stick with 350. It's like 350. Like when it, like a couple days after it came out, it was climbing. And now look at it. Now it's under 300. So I do think for sure with Phantasmal Flames, we're going to see 280s. Sorry, not 280s. I think we might see like 250s, maybe 220s, because again, it's such a small set. I think the set's awesome, for sure. But you know, I'll get what I can for MSRP. So I'm hoping to get at least 2 booster boxes. But I will get what I can for MSRP. But I do think there's just not going to be a lot to the set. I think a lot of people aren't going to care about the set besides the Gold Charizard, which apparently people like. I'm sorry. Somebody said that pulled the Gold Charizard, I guess, in China or in Japanese, and that they like it. So again, just my opinion. That's all this channel is, guys. I just come to you with content that I think is stuff that I find interesting or something I want to talk about. Agree, disagree, it's cool. Like I appreciate you giving me your opinions, but apparently the gold cards are super cool. I think people just look at the value of them, and that's what they want. I think if the gold cards came out and they were $75, people wouldn't give 2 shits about them, but they're going for like $500, $700. In my opinion, Phantasmal Flames, the Charizard, it's hit or bust. And I just think enough people, you know, it's going to be, if it's hard to get, which I think at first it will be hard to get the first week or so, or 2 weeks or whatever. But I think, you know, once people get their hands on it, get their hands on some packs, they're just going to be like, all right, this set's like not really for me. But I think long term, that set will be great. I think it's got the best Charizard ever. So for me, you know, I like Phantasmal Flames, but it's not for everybody. But anyways, that's the thing. We're in a crash. We're not in a crash. Everyone's saying we're in a crash because they want you to click on their videos. We're not in a crash. We're in a small decrease in the market value. I'm all here for it. I think we're good until the end of this year, and I think depending on what the 30th anniversary is, I think that's just gonna shoot back up, and then we'll see what they do with Gen 10. Hopefully it's just a bunch of goofy ass Pokemon and people hate it, so everyone gets the hell out of here and we can start getting booster boxes back for like 160. But that's all I got for today, guys. I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Appreciate all the support. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.